Oh no, loads of super glue just came out. Way too much. Alright, this might actually be good. Might be fine. Hello! Today I'm working on an HP G56 laptop. This is it's an older laptop that I've upgraded in the past to a solid state drive, and we increased the RAM as well, I believe. But the customer's brought it back because she can't connect to the printer. But as I was looking at it, I noticed the hinge is broken. When she opened it up, the case was broken apart because the hinge had broken through where the top case and bottom case meet. So you could actually see inside there, the hinge has pushed. There's a VGA port there. It's actually starting to, I think it's risking causing damage to the motherboard. So I'm going to shut it down, open it up, and see if I can fix that hinge. The customer doesn't really care. She's planning to replace this laptop anyway, but I just want it to be safe. So I'm going to pop the battery out and we'll open it up. This is it's, you can tell it's an older laptop. It's pretty chunky. But also it's got these doors, which are always nice for doing upgrades. So there's the hard drive, well, the SSD. And then under here we're going to have the RAM, Wi-Fi, and a screw for the keyboard. And it looks like there's a screw for the keyboard here and here, and obviously under here somewhere. So there's the keyboard screw. I feel like that's telling me I need to go and take the keyboard out from the top in order to take the case apart. There are bits of plastic coming out of this laptop because of the broken hinge. I'll take the SSD out. And I'm tempted to just take it out with the adapter. There's another screw down here. So that screw was also held in. There was also part of the door. Now no, there are no screws under that. So I'm just going to go through and take out the rest of these case screws. Oh, come on. I hate when screws won't come out. There it goes. So there's going to be, this is for the optical drive, but I think it's got a grounding strap on it. So it's not going to just come out. Weird. We've never seen that before. Alright, so I can see that the optical drive is unscrewed. I can see the little tab on the back of the optical drive. I wonder if I can just push it from here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I just didn't want to rip the plastic bezel off by pulling too hard. So that's out. There are no screws hidden under there. That's good. Okay. Now the corner screws. That one's alright. We've got screws down along here. There are 3 screws inside the battery compartment. I'm actually trying to figure out what's going to come off when we do this. I think it's actually the top plate, the palm rest, is going to come off, I think. Now this screw here is actually missing. Oh no, it's pulled through. Now there are 4 screws along this side of the battery compartment. Put those 3 there. I'm just laying out the screws so I know where they came from. These are the shortest screws. So now when I open this up, I have to be really careful of that. There's a bit of plastic that just broke out, or fell out. So I'm gonna try to hold this corner down as I open the hinge. And this particular keyboard, I'm not sure if it opens from the top or the bottom. It looks like it's the top. I can see a clip there. So it's gotta be between that little speaker button. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we've got a ribbon cable, and then we'll have some screws under there. Yes, that all makes sense. So here's the power button, and then we've got the touchpad, and possibly a keyboard backlight. No, there's no backlight on that keyboard. I'm not sure what this is. So screws. There's one screw in the middle here. Now, I suspect I just have to pop some of these clips. That side's open. Maybe I'll stick a tool in there so it doesn't close back up. And that side's open. Now I just need to get the top. There'll be some clips along the top edge underneath the battery. And what else? Oh, there's a ribbon cable here. It's going to be for the speakers, probably. Yeah, okay. So that's the trackpad and that's the trackpad buttons, those two ribbon cables. Whatever, it's fine. Now, up here, we have a mess. And let's check these screws here. Those are all tight. Yeah, that's all good. Boy, what a cheap case. Yeah, that's slamming on the motherboard there. This is not good. These are going to be... Okay, well, it unscrewed. One of them. Both of them unscrewed. I think I need to take this lid off. Might need to take this motherboard out as well. So what is this? There's a little data cable here. I'm not sure how this is connected or connected to... Oh, there's a connector here. I thought that was a rectifier. So this is plugged into that. I think that might be the microphone. And then the video data connector is here. So that just comes up. Okay, so that side is off. So really just those two screws holding the hinge in. On this side I've got the Wi-Fi antenna wires, which are plugged in on the bottom. So I'm going to pop those out. They're color coded. They cross underneath this little USB ribbon cable. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to end up having to remove this motherboard, I have a feeling. So there's a connector here, which is probably the webcam, I'm guessing. Okay, that's out. So I'm going to take these two screws off, and that should release the lid, the whole display assembly. I gotta eat lunch here soon. Okay. And they're off. So there's the display assembly removed. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is bad. So this metal plate is supposed to be bonded onto the case. Like on the other side, there's the metal plate that the hinge screws. The hinge doesn't actually screw into it. There are plastic bosses with metal threaded inserts inside, and then they're held down by that plate. Same is probably true over here, except the plate is loose, just kind of floating in space, and there's broken plastic I can see. So I'm really lucky that screw even let me unscrew it. Is that upside down? Yeah. So I'm not sure how that goes in there. But I think in order to get proper access to this, I might need to take this motherboard out. I'm going to turn this around so I can see, so it's closer to me. Here comes the delivery. That's one. Okay. So there's a VGA connector here. I'm a few screws away from getting this whole motherboard out, so I'm going for it. I'm going to take the motherboard out. This is not something I was asked to do, but this is a longtime customer of mine, and I think this computer needs this to be done, so I'm going to just do it. Okay, so what else is connecting the motherboard? On the other side, we have, I probably need to take out this wireless adapter. I feel like the RAM is going to come out with the motherboard. Yep. Okay. Alright, so that was the plastic from the hinge. So what's left? We've got a motherboard screw here. and here, 2 motherboard screws, and then the fan. So there's the power jack connection is over here. That's it, I guess. So there's your whole laptop there. Just gonna set that over here. Now I feel much better about making radical repairs to this. So this normally fits in like this. So I mean, it's really popped out around. Does this come off? It's not supposed to come off. It's supposed to be melted in, I think. So this is meant to be like that. Does it all pop in? It doesn't really. I might glue this in like this though, because no, actually I'll glue that into the case where it's supposed to be. What did I use the last time? I think I used. Yep. So does this fit over that now? Yep. That's a good fit. So this, there's so much damage in here. I'm gonna have to glue that down. I'm gonna dirty my soldering iron tip here. I think maybe this is the wrong approach. I might have to melt that in there once I'm done. Oh, I bet there's damage to the top case as well. That's what I'm missing here. So it's gonna be over in this corner. Let's see, is that metal insert tight? I think it is actually. Let's see if yeah. So it was missing a screw though. Let's see if I have a replacement for that. And then I think really all I'm gonna do is just glue. I'm gonna put some baking soda in there and some super glue to build up a little bit more plastic, a bit of a resin in there. So I'll start with some super glue. I might just put a paper towel under here in case I spill. It's not coming out. Which way? Oh dear. Now, too much is coming out. Okay, let's get that flowing the right way. Okay. I want that to go down inside there. Don't want a big thing of resin sitting on top. Get that all of those threads. Okay. Okay, so now I need to get this down here, so I need that plastic to melt. I'm gonna have to move this camera out of my way a little bit. Shoot, didn't quite work. So I need to get some of that out of here as well. I'm not that happy with this just yet. So I feel like it's not going down there. Having a hard time seeing though. See that? There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's in there. I'm gonna super glue that down. Okay. I feel like there's nothing coming out of here. There we go. Oh no, loads of super glue just came out. Way too much. Alright, this might actually be good. Might be fine. So now let's get this plate back in place. I'm trying not to super glue it to my fingers. Okay, let's have lunch and wait for that to cure. I'll put a tiny bit through the top here. It's really hard to see. God, it's just spitting glue out. All right. Okay, now we'll take a break, have lunch. Okay, this looks good. It's all in place the way it needs to be, so I'm gonna start putting it back together. I need to find another screw like that one for the other corner. Let's see if I have anything. I don't think I do. So this screw set is not very good. I feel like that's the same diameter but not long enough. That might actually be it. It looks too thin, to be honest. Let's see. If it screws in to here, then... Oh yeah, okay. Might be a hair longer than the other, but let's see if that matters. Alright, putting the motherboard back in. Get grounded. I'm gonna move this camera back up. I'll plug the power in. Okay. Get that power cord back into its little wire loom. Okay, so I think we were like this. So some of these need to go in. Well, maybe I can't get the power cable in there first. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, so far so good. Let's put the motherboard screws in. Oh, we got a visitor. Come in! Right, okay, motherboard screws. We've got the one in and one to go. There's this one here. Now on the other side, we had the wireless adapter. Oh no! So there's a little slot that the display has to go into. So the bottom of the hinge has a guide, a little metal bit that sticks out, and it goes into this slot here. And I have accidentally closed that slot up a little bit, so I'm just going to melt it open. I know it's not the best thing to do to my soldering iron tip, but that worked. So now it's in. So now let's get those screws in. Two screws. There's a screw that I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, I'm going to put these hinge screws in and see where we are. So the wireless antenna, I think the antenna wires went under this ribbon cable. Yeah, and this little wire loom path here. And then they go through to the bottom. This is what, the webcam? I don't know what this is. I think it is the webcam. Okay. So that's in. Oh, I remember what that one screw is. It was screwing the top plate down. I'm gonna leave that Wi-Fi antenna until I get the top plate in, because I want as much strength in here as I can get. So I've got 3 ribbon cables and the power button. No, that's not the power button. That'll be speakers, won't it? Yeah, speakers. This doesn't quite look right, does it? It doesn't look like it's in all the way. So there's one screw here. It's this one. This boyo. Okay, now let's get these clips in. So that back left corner is traumatized after all of that hinge damage. It's torn apart. Like, all the clips are gone from there. So it's still slightly separated. I don't think there's anything I can do to fix that either. That's okay. It was pretty severely broken before, and it's not anymore, so I think this customer is going to be happy that it's so much better than it was. I'm happier, much happier, and I guess that's really what's important, isn't it? Now, did I bend this earlier? Oh, it's okay. Alright, that's in. Oh, I think that did come underneath that one. Ah, there we go. Okay, those are good. Oh, I see, yeah, so just gonna get that cable in there, and then I can just drop this in, really. So that hard disk had 3. One of these is longer than the other. I wonder if that's right. It doesn't seem right. No. It's the one that's next to it that's longer. Yeah, so it's these 3 here. And this one is down here. Okay, you can see where all these screws belong. Just gonna do them in order so I don't lose track. Keyboard screw here. There's another keyboard screw here. And another keyboard screw here. And this screw here. Yep. Now, this is the good hinge side. No, this is the bad hinge side. Alright. Feels pretty good. So that's pulling those clips together back here. Nice. Yeah. Oh, neck pull. Alright. Just gonna give these a little snug. That looks good. So really it's just this corner that's still, it's a little bit dodgy. That's coming together though, actually. Right. Okay. I've got this all back together. There were no extra parts, although there are some bits of black plastic that broke out over time and fell out when I opened it up, but oh my god, it's fixed. She is gonna be thrilled. I'm so happy I was able to do that. All right, I'm just going to remove some junkware. I'm going to run the ADW cleaner from Malwarebytes, and then I'll bring this back to her and set up her printer. Thanks for watching.